Good afternoon and welcome to Mahanaim Radio. This is 99.9 FM. My name is Harrison Wangi. Remember, you can follow us on our social media handles at Mahanaim College, Twitters at Mahanaim College, or reach out to us via text that is on 0700-260-260. This is the Next Gen Show. And today we are having a conversation concerning the impeachment of the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. And in studio with me is three amazing guests, and I want them to introduce themselves, starting with you, my brother.
Yeah, well, thank you for welcoming me in your show. Yeah, I thought it was going to be boring, but you're quite a fun guy. And my name is Charles Mwangi. I'm a Mahanaim journalist student. Yeah, thank you for inviting me in your show.
Thank you for coming.
I'm welcome to be here to give out my thoughts.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Harrison, for this chance. Hello, my name is Regina Muli. I'm from Madira constituency. I'm here to represent the voice of Madira people. Thank you.
Thank you for welcoming me to this show in the first place. I'm Magina, a media practitioner.
Thank you so much. Now, in a couple of weeks, we've been having the impeachment President Rigathi Gachagua. And I want us to run from all the start, and I want to hear your thoughts. When this particular motion was presented at the National Assembly by MP from Kibwezi, what was your thoughts immediately when this motion was presented? I'm going to start with Madira because we want to hear from the voice of Madira people.
Okay, at first, we thought, let me say it was a joke. We thought it was a joke. But the moment the time was going on, it became a serious thing. So we had hope that Gachagua will not be impeached. But ikafikia tukaona hapa ni lazima tu aende.
Imekuwa ni serious matter.
Yeah, imekuwa serious matter.
Okay, Magina.
No one was taking it very seriously. It just looked like a normal political propaganda. But then it went to the National Assembly, tabled as a motion. And we saw the reaction, we got from the members of parliament. Everyone was willing to vote, Everyone was willing to say, like, hey, we need to remove this guy. There are charges, there's evidence, there's everything we have against this person. So it moved from just looking like a propaganda, or a personal vendetta to something that actually has water. It's holding water and has facts to it. So, well, quite unexpected, I'd say.
Now, Charles, do you think this was something that was personal, in accordance to what Magina has said?
Honestly, not, because if you look at the allegations, they are quite serious. They are quite serious matters regarding our nation. And he was, as of yesterday, he was found guilty of the 5 of the 11. Say. Yeah, and when you say it's a joke, honestly, looking from a political analyst side, it wasn't really a joke. It was quite a serious matter. When I first saw that the accusations that was being tabled, I was quite shocked. I was like, hey, is he going to survive? But yeah, he did it, honestly.
Okay, sasa MP Kibwezi mtuse ameguza mlima. And now sisi wote tumekuwa tukisema usiguze mlima. But this guy had a very tough time at the Senate when he was being questioned by the representatives of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. What do you have to say? Was this guy, did he have information concerning this particular matter? Did he have evidence concerning this particular matter? Magina?
Oh, yeah, amegusa mlima. Hiyo nayo tunajua mlima umeguswa na the lawyer actually did a very state-of-the-art job, because it's not the first time you're seeing him in the limelight. He was there during the Kawira Mwangaza impeachment case, went all the 2 rounds, saved the member of parliament, from totally being impeached. So we have this time now, and he's really coming out strong, because you can see the amount of questions like he was directing towards Mutuse. Strong questions, I tell you. Ones that can actually give you high blood pressure. So, yeah, I believe that Mutuse was not entirely prepared for him, because he was extra prepared. He even read 10 books, you can imagine, just to go for that session. So I'd say he really knows his stuff. He understood the assignment.
Watu wa Madira wanasema nini? Unaambia nini Mutuse? Now, if you're given an opportunity to meet with Mutuse, utasema nini?
That guy, huyo Mutuse, sisi kama watu wa Madira atufurahi. Ameingilia tu Gachagua sana. Unaona ni kama tu since Gachagua aingie kwa hiyo sita deputy president, amekuwa ni kama amekuwa akinifuatilia sana tu. Nilianza ni kama vitu zenye alikuwa anafanya ni kama alikuwa anasikiza sana speech za Gachagua sana. Sasa alikuwa ni kama tu alikuwa anafuatilia sana. So sisi Mtuse atufurahi sana.
Mtuse amewakasirisha. Mtuse
anatukosesha usingizi.
Watu wa Mrima hamlali.
Hatulali, sema kweli hatulali. Hatupati usingizi.
Now, an issue rises, and the senior counsel, Paul Mwite, shares information about Deputy Rigathi Gachagua that he has been admitted at the current hospital. Do we think it was the right thing for the Senate to keep on going with that particular motion of impeaching the president, even in his absentia, and getting the information that he had been admitted at the current National Hospital, Charles?
First of all, as I had said, that the allegations were quite serious accusations, and failing to appear in court because you are ill. He was all right the other day. I fail to understand how he had gotten ill at his day of fate. Yeah, and honestly, the senators had already formed their opinions. Whether he was present, whether they had pushed it, whether it could have been pushed to Tuesday, it couldn't have made any sense. It could just prolong his fate.
So in short, you're saying that Senate already had decided they're going to impeach this man?
I believe so. If you look at the allegations, there was nothing he could have done to necessarily
against the constitution, you know. When you have 282 MPs and there's only maybe 1.7% that is undecided and maybe 1.5 saying no, then the majority takes the day. So I think it was just meant for him to go, you know. There is no time for pitying the health or anything. That's not what the constitution says.
Yeah. So you want to say, like, constitution does not consider illnesses and all these things? Because we say this guy is 59 years old. Like, pressure itapanda, damu itemuke, yanguke. Why can't we just consider him?
I understand that at such moments there is high pressure. Of course, it's bound to happen because you're having everyone against you. So you have to deal with that. And the lawyer who is also maybe defending you, in fact, the whole bunch of guys walked out after the decision. Okay. So he was left on his own, you know, deal with your baggage. So it's a lot to process. I agree. It's a lot to process.
And honestly, if you can't handle the heat, then get out. Honestly, get out.
We are taking Gachaguas. Coming to you, Regina. His Excellency the President, William Ruto, during the campaign, he was very vocal concerning ensuring that the Deputy President does not undergo harassment and all these things. Also, him being able to come into talking about his experience during his tenure with the President Emeritus, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And he used to say that Rigathi Gachagua will not find himself in such a position like he was. But in this all particular matter of the impeachment of the Deputy President, this man has been silent. What do you think about the silence of the President?
So I think he was supporting the impeachment because he was silent. Na hakuna sauti alitoa akasema mfanyeni hivi ama hivi na hivi. Alikuwa amenyamaza, alikuwa silent. So mimi nasema alikuwa na support. Alikuwa na support Gachagua aondolewe. Ama atimuliwe kwa ofisi.
Now, what is the voice from other people? Is it Makanga aende ama Makanga dereva wote pamoja ama ni Makanga gari? Now, kila mtu
wanasema kufa Makanga kwa dereva. Kama Gachagua anaenda, Madera people wanasema kama Gachagua anaenda, pia naye Ruto naye, William Samoei Ruto naye, naye waende pamoja.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, ask the question again.
Now, the president was very vocal about not ensuring that Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is not harassed. But concerning this particular matter of the impeachment, he has been silent. What do you think about the silence of the president concerning this matter?
Honestly, no one would really, politically speaking, supporting or opposing the other, it doesn't reflect quite well on the country. And as the president, he has serious matters in hand. Honestly, if you start bringing him to save his deputy, the deputy, if you can't handle the heat, please get out of the kitchen.
So, Magina, he's saying that that the president had more important issues than the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, his own deputy. What do you have to say concerning what he has spoken about?
You know, at that high seat, top seat, you know, if you have to say that we have more critical matters, then it proves that if you cannot set things right in your own house, then it's difficult to set things right in the entire house. Okay, so if your house is in disorder, then you cannot prove to citizens that you can, solve their different issues. First set your house in order and deal with that. That's your problem. It's facing you right now. Okay, now deal with it. This is the deputy president. Don't be silent. Okay, tell us, what do you think? Do you support it? Do you not support it? Silence means that maybe one is either you're under very high pressure, you cannot speak, maybe there's nothing you want to tell, you want to say, or you are supporting it. So I think we cannot afford to say that it's not really right for him to not speak. He should speak about this matter.
Now we have people that are reaching out and speaking about that this was a strategic plan even before the campaign started, that they knew that this particular time will come and they were going to impeach the deputy president. Is this what is your view and your opinion concerning that particular matter? Was it strategic? Walipanga hii kitu from the start, because now this man has been silent all along.
No. I don't believe it was strategic. It was not like from the start, from the get-go, it was not like, I believe this whole motion escalated from the Gen Z manamanos. When the citizens tried to go to the streets, they tried to take down the president, allegedly, but they could not. They had to start off with the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, and they have successfully done so. First of all, I want to tell the members of parliament, you are so serious with this matter, please be serious with other matters too. Lead this country in motion. The way you are serious about this Rigathi Gachagua impeachment, please be serious with other matter concerning the whole nation.
Representing their people.
Yeah. That's what they should be doing. Yeah.
Okay, Magina, was it strategic? Hii kitu ilikuwa imepangwa?
Yeah, ilikuwa imepangwa. And nikisema ilikuwa imepangwa namaanisha hivi, that they gathered all the evidence they could, because he was impeached on these grounds, that Article 145, Part 2, Part 7, 151, all those were gross misconducts of public office. So they had reason to actually oust him, okay? It was not just something that came by chance, okay? Because how do you accrue 2 billion in 2 years? How do you explain that? That's one thing that you need to account for, because one thing is that with public office there needs to be a lot of accountability. So if you cannot account for such things and there's a lot of scandals involved, then it means that there is reason for you to not have that office. So these are among the things that he was being ousted.
Now, it is believed, and people are looking up to this, that the senior counsel of the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, are going to appeal the Senate at the court of Kenya. Regina, do you think there is hope for Rigathi Gachagua concerning the impeachment if this motion is taken to the court of Kenya?
No, there is no hope.
Kabisa muna hope na Gachagua?
Hatuna hope tena sisi. Tusha give up.
Mumeamua ni hivyo?
Tumeamua tukubali.
Okay, Charles.
Honestly, I don't believe there is a comeback on this, because as I've read when we were at the break, I saw that the president had appointed a deputy president, that he is just waiting for some things so that he can become the deputy president. I don't think the court will have his back, especially if those were very, very serious accusations. He could even go to court and they find him guilty of more charges. So I don't think there is a comeback. No.
Makina, is there hope for the people wa Mrima? This is what Mrima tumeguzwa.
Okay, so this is a report from Times Kenya, based on their survey that they did in various regions in the country, that prove the hopelessness that they have. Okay. Yeah. So according to Times Kenya, Nyanza voted 87% to be ousted. Northeastern 86.6%, Rift Valley 86%, Eastern Kenya 81.5%, Coast 79%, Nairobi 76%, Western 72%, Central 69%. Only 17.5% actually opposed his oust, and only 1.7% were undecided. You can see from these numbers, the average would be something like 79.16. Total population of the one who took the survey. So that tells you that the entire country was actually in support of his impeachment, okay? Because this is very historic, by the way. We want to understand that it's very historic. It's never happened before in the country. So this is something that is happening for the first time. and it's really, laying ground for the political scene of the country in future.
Yeah.
So you said about the hopelessness of this thing. So we totally, as a nation, we don't expect to see the people of Kenya on the streets protesting concerning this particular matter of the impeachment of Deputy Rigathi Gachagua.
First of all, I want to tell the citizens of Kenya to keep the calm. I've not experienced any unpeacefulness. Yeah, matters like this should be taken seriously and not like you go to the streets and you start protesting. If they only come back for him is to go to court, yeah? He should. The lawyers he has that they are quite good. They can, there's no like saying they have no hope for him. They can go to court, they should take the matters at the right step, not go to the streets and start destroying property, then we start a whole process. No, they should
Once
not be
again,
like that.
Regina, tunatokea ama tutulie tu.
Kutokea nayo lazima tutokee.
Watu wa Madira mnasema tunatokea.
Tunatokea hata mtu mwimpeach bado si tupo na tunatokea.
Na mnasupport mtu wenyu.
Tunasupport tena kwa nguvu. Yeah.
That is okay. So what can we say about how the media has been able to shape the public opinion concerning the impeachment of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua?
At Daily Nation, I think I'm holding one here. So every headline, okay, has been publishing this with very big letters and very loud photos or imagery, okay? So they've been taking the covers of the entire newspapers. Every story, every major headline was just about this story. So it's been able to provoke people's perceptions, even those who are still in the dark and they don't follow news, they've been able to hear, to hear that there's something hot going on, at least even if they don't understand the nitty-gritty. But the media has really shaped people's perceptions and perspectives, okay, on this matter by constantly publishing every post, every platform. They've been doing a major job with this story.
Now, Regina, his stuff here, Gachagua has been on news, TikTok, social media handles, the newspapers. Every time you tune in on your television, it's about the impeachment. Do you think there were other more important issues that could have been taken a lot of seriousness and being published continually concerning the matters that are affecting the nation of Kenya? I'm asking that the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua imekuwa kila mahali, kwa newspaper, kwa TikTok, kwa social media, Facebook, YouTube. Hawa watu wali take a lot of seriousness on this matter, wakisahau kuna mambo mengine ambayo wananchi wanapitia ambayo wangefuatilia.
Yeah, I think so. They were very serious because ukiona kila mahali, hata watu wakitembea ni Gachagua.
Ni Gachagua.
Sasa watu hata ukiwa wapi ni Gachagua. Hata sometimes watu waduka tu unaweza pata mtu amepea change ambayo ni mingi juu Gachagua.
Unarudishiwa change mingi sababu mind iko kwa Gachagua.
Mind imejaa Gachagua. So hii kitu ni kama imekuwa serious na wameteka kama serious bila na hawajali wananchi. Watu wa Madira sasa watujali.
Watu wa Murima mjali, si Madira peke yake, ni watu wa Murima peke yake.
Hawatujali.
Charles, has it shaped the perspective? Imebadilisha, and are people viewing Rigathi Gachagua as a bad person? Or what is the perspective? Because now social media has been pushing this particular agenda and motion continuously. How are the people seeing it concerning the media itself?
Okay, according to my part of my perspective about the media, it shaped like all the big dogs are ganging up on one small, it looked like it was shaped like it was unfair for him, first of all. And then, first of all, at the beginning, it looked like everyone was engaged and wanted to impeach him. It looked like that at first. But in the middle, when he was asked about where his wealth had accumulated all his wealth, it looked like now he has some serious matters to mention. Yeah.
Now, as we just come to an end, what is next for Kenya? Because now the latest news that is coming is that President William Samoei Ruto has been able to be the deputy president. Are we vibing like Kindiki? Are we taking Kindiki? Can we see Kindiki as the deputy president?
He was former interior security, I believe so. First of all, I don't think he's fit for office for the deputy president. It's such a powerful and crucial position. Because during the Gen Z Manamanos, he was the interior security for there were a lot of actions, there were a lot of killings, and people were just peaceful. And now to appoint him, and people are angry at him, honestly, and now to appoint him to be the deputy president to help to be in the position of the second most powerful position in government of this country, I don't believe it was the right person.
Regina, Kindiki ni bado ni wa mlima. Huyu msee bado mna identify na yeye.
After Gachagua wakimwimpeach, sisi ondesi bado saa hii sisi tushasarenda. Alafu hiyo Kindiki aingie, si tutakuwa sawa.
Mko comfortable.
Lakini sio sana.
Sio sana. Ni ile tu circumstance inakupush tu kukubali.
Huyu Gachagua mwenyewe alikuwa anasaidia tu watu madhara sana. Alikuwa analipia watoto school fees. Kama ni mtu ameadmitiwa kwa hospitali, alikuwa tu anahusika tu kulipia bili yao.
Meaning that if alikuwa anaangalia watu wa madhara, angeangalia watu wa Kenya.
Yeah. Kama angeangalia watu wa madhara, angefaa angalia watu wa Kenya. There's no pity in politics. Come on. If you're guilty,
the rest of the counties, but sisi alikuwa anatujali sana. So sisi tumeaccept, hata tuaccept, lakini shingo pande.
Are we identifying with Kindiki?
Well, he has a lot to his belt. He has very nice qualifications, one that can really get him that position. But I think it's high time that Kenya, veers away from looking at ethnical politics, okay?
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at ethnical politics, then that's a lot of division we are trying to cultivate, okay? Among the hearts of people from different regions, like the farthest regions of Kenya, all of them still are part of the Kenyan people. They are part of the Kenyan nation, okay? So we need to understand that leadership is not just all about being for you, for him, it's for all, okay? You are over there so that you may represent the interest of the entire nation, okay? And I would say that when we observed the Maandamano, okay? That was one thing that was proving nationalism, that sweet song that makes people rise up in arms for their rights, okay? That was one thing. It made people woke, they were politically now awake, you see?
Yeah.
Civic education activists like Mike, they came, they interpreted the entire finance bill for the entire nation to understand what exactly happens up there. That is the kind of politics that we need to cultivate in this nation, okay? Because if you look in the direction of who is for us, who is not for us, then, we're not leading a nation. We are leading just like movements for personal interest, okay? This is a nation, an entire nation of more than 55 million people that you are representing. So even if you are appointing leaders, you should appoint leaders who are service-based, okay? Servant leaders who are able to go down there, hear the people want, okay?
But to cut you short, in as much as we can try and avoid ethnicity, for right now, as we can speak, I believe we can say Mlima imegawanyika. I can say that. And it looks like it's true. Because they are supporters of Kithure Kindiki right now. They are supporters of Rigathi Gachagua. I don't think, in as much as we can try and avoid ethnic politics, we can't just...
Bado kuna issue pale.
Kuna issue pale.
Hapo kwa issue.
In as much as unaweza sema to choose hiyo, bado kuna watu wengi sana bado wanataka kuchoose in terms of hiyo ethnic groups nini. Na sasa hivi kulingana vile kwanza ina ground ya very interesting 2027 politics because it's going to be quite heated, quite.
Yeah, I think that's why civic education is very important for people to understand the faculties that govern leadership, because leadership goes beyond just ethnical backgrounds. It beats all that, especially servant leadership. You should read about servant leadership. A guy called Robert, he's the one who coined that, Servant leadership does not really look at someone based on interest, It caters for everyone. And like you're saying, Mlima imegawanyika, it's true. It's high time that we reach at this point with Kenyan politics so that people can wake up and realize what really is leadership. We should begin to ask ourselves question, what happens at leadership, what does it take to have a leader, Because with revolutions, by the way, like the one we previously here with the protests, you see, revolution does not give the leader special merit. No, it's the cause, The cause determines how strong the leader is, how capable he is to drive that entire set of people or the entire nation. So I think that whatever is happening is a good thing for the nation. Okay, it's opening us up leadership of the country. You know, as we continue like this, even 2027 is going to be quite an interesting election. It started with the Maandamano. Now look at where it is. You know, so 2027 might be a whole new different story.
Now, both of you have spoken about Mlima kumegawanyika.
Yeah.
Regina, you're coming from this particular place. Are there ways to be able to settle and maybe bring these differences together and we can allow one particular person to lead us? Ama tutaendelea tu kukaa kama tumegawanyika?
Acha niseme kugawanyika. Sasa after huyu Gachagua to be honest. Sasa huyu Kidika akiingia anafaa ku unite Mlima.
So awalete nyinyi wote pamoja because he's, at the end of the day is coming from our place and we'll be able to continue like life has to go on.
Yes. Yeah.
Life has to go on. As we finalize, if Kindiki was not appointed to be the deputy president, who do you think would fit in this particular, in your own opinions, kindly, who do you think would fit in to be the next deputy president of the Republic of Kenya? Charles?
Honestly, most of these politicians, they are just, folks in white. Most of them, I don't think there's any fit politician. But for me, the senator of Nairobi, he seems quite intelligent. Yeah, I believe.
Senator of Nairobi is Nyamo.
No. The senator of Nairobi, I don't remember his name. Yes, Sifuna.
Sifuna, my goodness.
He seems quite to be well known and well in touch with the politics that we have. He seems like he's the future. It's high time we stop. Imagine the deputy president of 59 years old. What pressure are we giving to the old man? Come on. I'm so glad that he is now back in Madeira. I'm so glad.
Okay.
I wish he appointed Edwin Sifuna. He understands the nation.
Regina, Rigathi ametolewa. Umeambiwa sasa Regina wewe ni watupatia the next deputy. Who would you go for?
Gachagua alikuwa si ametoka tu Madeira. Alafu niko satisfied na niko comfortable na huyu Kidiki. Akiingia ametoka Mlima still akiingia si tuko sawa.
Okay, Magina. Who are you voting for?
That's a tough call, first of all, to begin with, okay? Because Kenyan politics is very divisive. Yeah, very divisive. One minute we are together, the next minute we are never together. It's like we don't know each other anymore. 1 minute I'm promising that, things are going to be very well. The next minute is total chaos and divorce. So it's hard to pinpoint really who is for the nation, Like I had said, servant leadership comes very, very much here. It needs to play out, a leader who serves the people is one who is very much respected, gives power to the people instead of holding it back, and I'm yet to see that yet. So I wouldn't say I have a specific leader. I would say I can replace those shoes because those are very big shoes, So for now, I'll hold back my comments.
You'll hold back on your comment. That is Magina. And as we wrap it off, I want us to go with this particular thing. Mashujaa celebration is coming up. What are we expecting on Mashujaa celebration? What are we expecting on the president speaking about? Will we have a new deputy president by then? As we wrap it off, Magina.
Another historic, like you had said, was it strategic? Now I start to see the strategy, just close to another historic day like Mashujaa Day, we have an impeachment coming up. So I would really wait to see what the president has in store for the public address. Is he going to reinstate or not reinstate, but is he going to inaugurate the new deputy president nominee, Kithure Kindiki? Or what is he really going to say about this matter to begin with, because this is the one he's supposed to begin with. Give his stance on it before he proceeds to the next things. So I think, that was quite strategic.
Regina, Mashujaa inakuja. What do you expect from the president?
Sure. I'm not sure vile kutakuwa. So tamaliza bado tunangojea tuangalie kutaingia new deputy president ama bado watangojea. I'm not sure that. Sijui kutakuwa vipi.
Charles.
Mashujaa Day, on Mashujaa Day, we celebrate our fallen soldiers, as we clearly, Gachagua is our fallen soldier. So we are going to celebrate.
Gachagua is our fallen soldier.
Yeah, I mean, he's in hospital, clearly, he's a fallen soldier. I mean, so we are going to celebrate our fallen soldiers, and we are going to celebrate his 2 years of term. He did. I don't think we should really celebrate him like that. But I believe it should be like a normal, the normal Mashujaa Day. The deputy. I mean, out with the old, new, in with the new. That's the saying, right? Yeah, I believe if Kindiki is Fruto believes Kindiki is fit for the job. For me, I don't believe so, but clearly to him, it looked like he is. So I believe it's going to be in a Euro.
My goodness.
Yeah, just a moment. I think I have another one that is quite funny. I think if you're looking at fallen soldiers, we are forgetting that we have very many. I mean, 60 was the number at that time. Fallen soldiers during the protests. You see, liberators. These were actual liberators. They died for the cause. Now, these are the kind of people we need to actually put up there during that time of Mashujaa. Yeah, so include them with Dada Kimathi, all the rest of the Mau Mau.
Including even our fallen soldiers during the previous Gen Z Manamanos. There are a lot of them, Sharon.
So we are expecting the president to be able to just name these particular young people and Gen Zs that were able to pass during the demonstration in the beginning of the year as celebrating Mashujaa Day.
Yeah, as much as he termed that protest as treasonous, I don't think it was really treasonous. These were people, young people, who had the fire in them to stand up for the nation. Not everyone has that guts. You see, not everyone.
I don't think, we have seen him quite, he never apologized. I think he's going to celebrate us. He's going to continue with his life. But for us out there, please celebrate our fallen soldiers during the Manamano Jinsis.
Oh yes, and this is what we are yet to manifold as we wait for the Mashujaa Day celebrations that will be taking place in a couple of days, as we wait to hear what the President William Samoei Ruto will be saying concerning one, the impeachment of the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, as we wait to see who is going to be taking over as the Deputy President, and definitely will he be able to celebrate all our young fallen soldiers during the Gen Z protest that took place in the beginning of the year? I want to appreciate my guest, that is Charles, Regina, and Magina for tuning in and joining me within this particular conversation. I've been your host, Harrison Mwangi, looking forward for the next one, and I know you're going to get an amazing feedback on the same. Remember, you can follow us on our social media handles, that is at Mahanaim College. You can tweet us at Mahanaim College and text us via 0700 260 260. Until next time, bye.
Bye-bye. Peace. Iko fiti.